So my very first year of teaching, somebody showed me how to create lesson plans, I guess, in Google Sheets, and I have never found a better way than this. And it's not necessarily pretty. I mean, I do envy all of your beautiful pencil, paper, sticker, wonderful books that are personalized and you can go crazy and color and coordinate and all that. But I just really like, no matter where I go, I can log in on my phone into my Google Drive if I'm sick, and I can look at my lesson plans and type it up right then and there. Like, I just like having my planner for teaching everywhere I go. And I know that sounds stupid and a little bit overly devoted to school, but I just like it. So to me, digital's been the way I go. To prove it, here's my to-do list. So I've got all of my different categories. A little different than yours. I'm not teaching subject matters, but all of my things that I need to do on the day-to-day and who I'm going to next and all of that. So let me show you. So let's pretend maybe your notes is these are times people are going to come in and pull out small groups, or you have recess duty, or there's a staff meeting after school, or whatever else, or there's parent-teacher conferences on that day. I tend to put sub days over here and change the colors so I know I need to make sub plans. Anyway, so I put my notes basically in these two columns, depending on what it is. If it's just a small event for the day, I put it in the note section. If it's a whole day event, like a waiver day or whatever else, I tend to put it over here. Whatever floats your boat. Maybe you have a weekly focus. I know some of you focus on a certain GLO on certain weeks, or maybe you're doing growth mindset this year or whatever. You can delete this column. It won't bother me. If you have a weekly focus, cool. Or maybe they're vocabulary words, and those are your words of the week, or whatever you're trying to focus on or not. Then you have your ELA blocks. What you're going to do, the objective, the warm-up, activity, and assessment. You can put it all right up here. I tend to use these little carrots, tend to bold them so I know that they're going to do this first, then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that, kind of so it's all in one line. And then, anyway, you get the point. You're going to put in potentially your objectives and all of the different things you're going to do during that time. And you can fill it in for the whole year. And then next year, you can just copy and paste it. So you can literally go to duplicate, change the days, tweak some things, move it around, and you're good to go. I already have this, so if you do go to File and make a copy, everything's already put in for you. So the weekends are already there. Conferences, like the important events that we have when the quarter is, when the winter break is. So it's already put in there if you want to just steal that. All the formatting's done for you. What I like is that now that I have it all programmed in here, if I go to the day view, not pretty necessarily, but I did it small enough so that it would all fit onto one page. If I go to print, you can see what I mean. Here's the print. So up here is the type, the format, like for sub plans is really what I'm going for. Up here you can see this is the same information every sub gets. Thanks for subbing for me. If you need help, ask these kids. Here's the programs that I use, incentives, blah, blah, blah. And then there's a drop down, which I'll show you in a second. And then it prints it out for you in order for your sub, which is pretty powerful. And please check the notes below to see if we have recess duty. If we do, stand here, blah, blah, blah. But so here's 10/14, October 14th. And if I drop it down to the 15th or whatever day, you can see, I was just proving a point, that all of this stuff changes. So now, no matter what day I have, I don't have information plugged in for all of these different days, but on November 2nd, if I did, the information would show up right here. So pretty powerful for sub plans. So if you actually keep it up to date and if you're sick, suddenly you already have it there. You don't have to type up anything. It's just done. And again, it's very repeatable for the next year. Those paper and pencil ones are always so pretty, but then you have to do all of it all over. And for some of you, that's really fun. But I like to make my life easier. I like to just copy and paste. So this is what I have for my year-long plan. And then I just added this in so that you could make sub plans really easily if you wanted as well.